Hey guys, welcome to the video. Sohail here. I just got hit with a cold. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit, so I won't be able to head outside and train with my team, which sucks, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity to take you through a chilled 10-minute mobility routine. That way we're still able to put in the work and do something positive for our bodies. Now I know you probably have a crazy schedule, you're really busy, so I wanted to keep this one short. It'll be around 10 minutes long, and we're gonna move through it pretty quickly, 15 seconds per movement with a short break in between. This is not a certified program or anything, this is my own personal routine. I just wanna share it with you, and since we are gonna be moving through it pretty quickly, not everything will be perfect, but just follow along, and as long as you feel good and your body feels unlocked at the end of it, that's a job well done. So let's get right into it. I got the list of exercises here, and we're gonna get the timer going. So first one, nice and easy, just sitting down. You're gonna reach up all the way as high as you can, and you're gonna come forward and touch your toes. Okay, same thing again, keeping your core engaged. With all these movements, we're gonna go for 15 seconds. So we're gonna get a couple reps in. There we go, 5-second break. Next one, same position, torso rotations. We're just gonna be going side to side. Start off slow with this one, and as you get warmed up and more comfortable, try and reach further back. 5-second break. Next one, hip mobility. Same position, just bring your leg up. Gonna start with that right leg. Okay. You're just going to be abducting the leg outwards. This is great to warm up your hip. After 15 seconds on the right, we're gonna move to the left. And again, this is not a crazy movement, but we are gonna get into more complex hip movements later on, so this is a good one, nice and easy one just to get warmed up. There we go, and next sequence of exercises are gonna be working on the upper body, so knees and hands. First one is just arm rotations, very basic, but a good movement to open up that shoulder joint. Starting off on our right arm. Good. And we're gonna move on to the left arm. So as you're doing this one, try and keep your core activated, nice and engaged. Okay, and when you feel comfortable, increase that range of motion. Perfect. We're gonna move into a rotator cuff exercise. Okay, so this movement here, usually do this with weights at the gym, but without weights, it's also a great one to open up that shoulder joint. Okay, there we go. Keep your elbows in a fixed position. 5-second break, and get into a squat position, and just reach up with each arm. So left one first, and then the right. You should feel this one in the back muscles. Try and get that stretch as far as you can. Go next one, windshield wipers. This is one of my favorite ones. Really opening up that hip joint now. And if you want to get advanced with this one, try and get your hands off the ground. Perfect. Now, slight variation. We're going to start on one side and just extend that leg. Alright, so starting with the right leg, extending that leg, and if you're tight in your hip flexor area, you're really gonna feel this one. Okay, there we go, and we're gonna move to the left one. Same thing here. If you want a bit more of a challenge, then get your hands off the ground. Perfect. We're gonna move into butterflies, I think these are called. So just gonna be rocking the legs up and down, opening up that groin muscle. Try and keep upright. Perfect. Next one of my favorite ones. Gonna start in a hip flexor stretch, okay? Reach up and then come down and stretch out your hamstring and your calves. And we're just gonna be transitioning back and forth between these two. Okay, moving on to the left. So again, reach up and stretch out the back of your leg. Perfect. Back into that original position. From a lunge, we're gonna be extending all the way up with our arm, okay? Starting off on the right one. With this one, your knee's gonna wanna come outwards, but try and keep it nice and stable. Okay, when you're done the right, you're gonna move to the left. Same idea again. Reaching up. Perfect. Next one, not sure what this is called, but just one leg in front of the other. Okay, and we're gonna be rocking our hips back and forth, side to side. It's great to work on that fascia, opening up the hip joint. All right. Moving on to the right, and as you get more comfortable with these ones, you can get deeper into the range of motion. Okay, it all depends on how flexible you are. Next up, same idea, but we're gonna be working on our groin muscle. So just this position here, okay? And you're gonna be rocking back and forth. You should feel the stretch along your groin muscle. And again, the more comfortable you get, the more you can start moving further into these movements. Okay, so all the way back, and then forward. There we go. Perfect. Next one, we're gonna be on our backs, just going side to side with our legs, okay? Now, if you have more space, I'm working in a tight area, but if you have more space, you're gonna really wanna get from one side to the other side. All right. Perfect. And next up, we're gonna work on our hamstrings. So just extending that leg and then bringing it in all the way to your chest. All right. And you're just gonna repeat this movement. And you should be feeling that stretch on the back of your leg. And when you bring it in, try and get it as close as possible to your chest. Go. This is another great one I use before training sessions or games to really warm up that lower body. Perfect. Next up, we got windshield wipers, but this time with your back on the floor. All right, so you should be able to get into a greater range of motion now. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna get into some yoga poses. So child pose, I think it's called, to a cobra. And we're just gonna be transitioning back and forth between the two. Again, try and get up as far as you can. There we go, 5-second break. Next up, we got T-spine rotations, I think they're called, starting off on our right arm. Okay, you're gonna reach up as far as you can and then come back underneath. Keep that core stable. Boom, done our right, gonna move to the left now. Okay, again, reaching all the way up as far as you can. Come down and reach out. After this one, we're gonna move back into the child's pose with the cobra, but this time around, transitioning faster throughout the movement. Okay, so really start to activate everything. There we go. Perfect. And our last sequence of movements to finish off, just back to that start. So reaching up, now coming forward. And this time around, you should be feeling activated all throughout. Get the blood flowing throughout your body, okay, throughout the muscles. Here we go, 15 seconds, 5-second break. Moving it back to torso rotations. This time around, you should be able to get really deep, okay, really far back. Rotate that torso, feel that stretch. Good. Next one, legs apart. We're gonna go from one, okay, leg to the other leg. Reach out as far as you can and really get into that stretch. Come upright, okay, and good. Just transitioning back and forth between the legs. Perfect. And the last movement, just windshield wipers with a stretch at the back. All right. And this is one of my favorite movements. Really opening up that hip joint. There we go. And we're almost done. All right, I'm feeling great after finishing that. Joints are opened up. I'm feeling unlocked, ready to attack the day. I know it was a different style of mobility. Mobility sometimes can get long and boring. With this one, I wanted to keep it short. We got a lot of different movements in to a quick period of time. So if you got a busy schedule, this one is perfect. If you enjoyed it, feel free to do it 2-3 times a week. It's great for your body, and good on you for taking the time to invest into your body. It's the best thing you can do. If you enjoyed this routine, give this video a thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time you're back.